Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Creation Inspired Podcast. This is episode 541. If you're joining me live, please say hello. If you watch the recorded version, also feel welcome to say hello. I get notified of your messages throughout the day, whether you watch live or recorded, and I know most people watch recorded anyway. It takes a few seconds for people to pop over from pre-chat and from notifications for the live, so I will wait before I begin. Hope you all are enjoying the beach. I'm happy to be back to the beach, that's for sure. Hi Edna, thanks for joining live, glad you're here. Hi Joe and Lisa, Cherie, Carrie, Cindy. Good morning. Hi Judy. Yes, the beach is gorgeous. Hi Melissa. Hi Cherie. Hi Jane. Good morning. Warm. Hi Christine. Yes, I did get a haircut. I got most of my hair cut, and then the hairstylist said that she didn't want to give me bangs because she thought that maybe I should wait and do that on another haircut. And so I went home and cut them myself. Really wish that I would have had them professionally done, but I'll get a trim one more time before I leave for knit and crochet now and get them cleaned up. In the meantime, I'm just going to have to live with my at-home cut bangs. Sorry, they're not that bad. They would just be better if they were professionally shaped, but they'll be okay. They'll be okay. Thanks, Lucy. I like the bangs too. Hi, Luna. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to have a change, and bangs are a fun change every now and then. Hi, Donna. Hi, Silence. Thanks for joining live, everybody. So they just cleaned up the ends. My ends were pretty rough because I hadn't gotten a haircut in a long time because my hairdresser moved. So she cleaned up the ends. I had at least 2 inches cut off because there was so much, breakage, and just a little bit of layers around the end. Thanks, Cherie. I'm excited to have bangs again too. Hi, B-girl. Yeah, change is good. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks. Yeah, it's just fun to do something different. I don't change my hair color in my life, and I don't do any drastic changes to my hair, but I usually go from, here to here and here to here. Somebody said their husband is volunteering at Fort Myers Beach. That's great. That's about an hour that way. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, beautiful girl.
Nice to see you. That's okay. Thanks, Cindy. Yes, Luna, I agree. I think they are youthful too, so here's hoping. Thanks, B. All right, so obviously we haven't been doing the podcast much lately as I've been, healing from emergency surgery on New Year's Eve. I am 3 weeks into 6 weeks of pretty strict restrictions in my lifestyle, so I still have some pretty serious weight restrictions. I can't lift anything, and a few other things that are, kind of challenging for my particular lifestyle and certainly for my business. I do have some helpers some of the times, but I know that especially with the podcast, I feel a lot of pressure to come to the beach all the time. So I know everybody prefers the podcast here, but then, it comes from listening to the feedback all the time, right? There's always feedback, and some people want it to be at the beach all the time, and some people want it to be tutorials all the time, and, you can't please everybody all the time. And while I have weight restrictions, I can come to the beach more frequently, but I can't do tutorials, can't carry much. I can barely carry my tripod and towel to come to the beach to do the podcast, because I'm really not supposed to lift much more than that. To be honest with you, I still haven't put on a pair of regular pants yet. I have only upgraded from baggy leggings to my gym leggings this week. It's been amazing to me how sensitive my stomach has been to wearing clothes. So it's only been this week that I'm wearing my compression leggings again, and I'm happy to be doing that. But I can't lift anything for a long time still, so I can do the podcast at the beach, but it's going to be more talking and less tutorials. I mean, at least we still have the interaction of the question and answer, and I can answer those questions about patterns or books or yarns or whatever, but it won't be with something or with a demo of any kind. I just wanting to explain that to you. The other thing is my energy level just is not where it needs to be. I know a lot of people were disappointed that after doing the first podcast last Friday, I only did one this week, and all I can say is I'm sorry. My energy just isn't where it used to be. So, and I have friends who have gone through similar types of surgery, and they said it just takes time to come back. So I appreciate your patience with me. I am definitely doing the best I can. Definitely, still working behind the scenes. The podcast has been the hardest thing to come back to. I think because I have to be so transparent and admit publicly that I'm not 100%, and that's been really hard for me, because I don't want to admit that I'm not 100%. Doing tutorial videos has been easy to come back to. Obviously, dyeing yarn has been easy. Winding yarn and shipping orders has been easy, especially since I can do that in my loose baggy sweats, right? And even with the tutorial videos, that's been super easy because it's confined and still structured. But the podcast has been the hardest for me because I have to be more exposed, and I don't like admitting out loud that I'm not 100%. And I've been afraid that while I'm feeling a little weaker, that I just may not have, the thick skin that I need when people aren't always super nice or people are giving me a hard time. So I'm sorry for anybody who feels disappointed by the infrequent schedule, but all I can say is I'm doing the best I can. Today is nowhere near as difficult as last Friday was. Last Friday took quite a toll on me, so today is a lot easier. So my goal is to do more than one podcast next week, and all I'm going to do is take baby steps in the right direction, just like I recommend to everybody else with anything you're working on. Cherie, that's easier said than done. Cherie said to ignore the negative comments. That is easier said than done, especially when you're trying to run a business. It's just some days are easier than others, and when I'm not feeling 100% strong, it allows me to be more affected by that. When I'm 100% strong, I don't pay attention much to them at all, but I guess I'm just a little more sensitive while I'm a little bit weaker. So it's just made it a little harder. That's all. So just wanted to say that I'm sorry for anybody who feels disappointed with the lack of podcasts lately, and all I can say is I am doing my best to improve, and I feel better. I hope I sound better than last week, because I certainly feel better. My eyesight's been off. Like last week, I couldn't see comments without glasses, and today I can. Some days I need glasses to read my phone, and some days I don't. And I can't even explain that, but my body's in a healing mode, and I guess it's just pulling from wherever. Thank you, Kristin. I appreciate it very much, and I am definitely doing my best to get healthy and get back to normal. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Melissa. I'm just trying. That's it. And that's all I love the fact, I guess, in one way, that I can, lead by example. I talk all the time about how no matter what you want to learn or whatever you want to accomplish, it starts with baby steps. And, you know, every time you point a finger out, four more are pointing back at you. I'm definitely having to follow my own advice right now. It is not natural for me personally to take things slow. So it's been super challenging for me. Oh, thank you, Christine. I do have new makeup. Maybe that's what makes me look great. I don't know. I have not gained any weight. Well, I've been, oh, I can't exercise either. That's the other thing. All I'm allowed to do is go for a light stroll walk every day. So no exercise, no gym, which has been definitely frustrating for me. But the good news is I have not gained any weight during my sedentary healing time. So thank goodness for that. Yes, Tracy, you do need time to heal. That is very difficult to do when there is no paycheck that comes in at the end of every week. When you work for yourself, your income is based on how hard you work, how much effort you put in, how much you sell. And when you're trying to heal, you're supposed to not work as much. So there's definitely a huge conflict between being an entrepreneur and healing from surgery. And that's been extremely stressful too. Thanks back in the day, Alice. Yeah, Maria, I know I know what I'm supposed to do, and I'm trying really, really hard to follow the advice of others and follow my own advice. All I can say is I'm human and I'm trying. Oh, thanks, Luna. Yeah, well, Judy, the reason it's so important to listen to my doctor is that if I don't follow her advice, I will be back in the hospital for more surgery. She said if I don't follow all of these things that I could get hernias in the place of my incisions, and that will cause more problems. So I definitely don't want that. So that I think that fear is helping me to listen. Plus, not having full energy certainly helps me to slow down too. All right, how amazing is this view though, huh? Thanks, Cherie. Yeah, I love the Zen podcast too. I love doing them. So even though I'm cutting back on the podcast a little bit until I get my strength back, I'm still going to be doing the Zen podcast, still going to be doing the tutorial videos. I've been really making great strides and getting caught up on those, and I feel really good about that. I hope you're enjoying them. That new thing where I can make them share them and then do the premiere is so fun, because if you can join right when the premiere is happening, it's like a live chat with me, kind of like you guys have here on the podcast. It's been really fun to talk to people. What sweater was I working on? Cherie wants to know. Oh, during the Zen podcast, I was working on a sweater that's not published yet, but it's coming. Thanks, Edna. What was I talking about now? I've already forgotten. It'll come back. Yeah, the premieres are fun, Melissa. I like those a lot. Yeah, the sweater's going to be beautiful, Cherie. You'll love it. I'm sure you'll love it. Well, not sure how long, not sure we'll be doing the cooking videos with Marlon for much longer. He might be having an opportunity to, he might have a job opportunity in Tampa. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to jinx it, because I am excited for him. But very bittersweet about that. If it works out for him, he will be leaving very soon. Within the week, maybe even, and so it means I will be an instant empty nester. He'll only be 2 hours away, so we'll see what happens there. But really, really amazing opportunity for him. So let's hope that it works out. But also a little different for me. I'm sad that anyway, it's bittersweet. I'm not sad. I'm excited for him, but just found out last night, so we'll see how that plays out. But the cooking videos might have to change somewhat. Yeah, not far away, but it'll change lots of things, that's all. No, it's not for school, it's for a job opportunity and a career opportunity, but I'll talk more about it if it actually comes to fruition. But really excited for the opportunity now. Yeah, he'll be close enough to come home and do laundry, absolutely, Cindy, and pick up food. I was thinking this morning that I would still love to do meal prepping for him and just send him home with a cooler of, individual meals. Yes, good luck to Marlon. Let's just wish him well, and hopefully, if not this opportunity, then another amazing opportunity, for sure. But kind of on pins and needles waiting to hear right now, since it's such a big deal that it's in another city and stuff. I'm not opposed to moving to be close to him at some point, but, I have a lease here, and he's just, I don't know, lots to think about. Morning, DJ. Thanks for joining live. It's a little bit gloomy here, but it's still sunny too. I'll show you the beach. Oh, can you see that yoga class going on down there? About 100 yards down. Maybe not quite 100 yards. There's a yoga class going on. Quite a few beach goers. We are in the height of season right now, so we've got lots of tourists here, even for early in the morning. And the beach to the south of us. Beautiful here, absolutely. Did you see the kayakers out on the water too? There's a couple of kayakers out there. Haven't seen dolphin in a while. See a few birds, but that's about it. But the birds are fun too. Does anybody have any questions for me? We've got lots of brand new hand-dyed yarns in the shop. We've got brand new colors in Be So Soulful, Be So Fine, Be So Sporty, Be So Sporty Bling, and Be So Fine Bling. Lots of colors available and in stock. If anybody's looking for new colors, I've been releasing 2 new patterns every week for 52 crochet gifts. Very excited to wrap up the book, but it's been fun to do this over several weeks. Probably won't go the full book that way. I think in the next couple of weeks I will try to wrap it up, but with leaving for taping knit and crochet now, I can't decide if I will have the time to finish it before or after I leave, but I would, my goal is to have it done by March 1st. Oh, Lisa's gonna order new Sporty Bling today. Awesome, there's so many beautiful colors. You really can't go wrong. The colors are so gorgeous. I hope my photos do them justice. In person, they're just magnificent. I know I would like to make some things with new yarns right now, but I can't right now. I'm so knee-deep in finishing up the book and getting ready for Knit and Crochet Now Season 11. I've got to start on my step outs right now and get those done before I leave, and that's an extraordinary amount of work, believe it or not. I'm doing more segments this year than I did last year. I think I'm doing 7 or 8 segments for the season 11, and so that's a lot of step outs for each one of those. Each one is knit, not crochet, so those take a little longer than the crochet counterpart. So lots to do there. We've got another surprise coming next week, but I can't tell you about it yet. I'll tell you about it next week. But I know ideas for new projects after we finish the book, but I'm trying to stay very disciplined and focused in finishing 52 crochet gifts first before launching new stuff, but super excited about that. Lots to do. I missed DJ's question. Thanks for answering, Judy. I appreciate it very much. Oh, somebody asked about new crochet earrings. You probably saw me wearing some colorful earrings in a video I released this week. Might have been the new YouTube channel intro, or it might have been the video on Be So Sporty Bling yarn. Can't remember. But yes, that will be a new pattern in 52 Crochet Gifts. It is adorable. It's 3 tiers of fringe that is not fringe. It's crocheted. So like crochet chain fringe in 3 tiers, 3 different colors for a pair of earrings. They are absolutely gorgeous. Pretty in the 3, I did it in pink dragon fruit, crushed berries, and tropical hot coral in Be So Fine yarn. But you could pick 3 colors that are purples, 3 colors that are neutrals, 3 colors that are greens, 3 colors that are blues, or do them in 1 color and just have the 3 tiers. They're absolutely gorgeous. Love the colors I chose. And that pattern will probably be released next week or the week after that. Soon, for sure soon. Do I know how to soften natural fiber yarn? Yes, Wrapture. Yeah, Wrapture All Natural Delicate Wash is a wonderful way to soften fibers. It conditions your fiber. It cleans it and conditions it and keeps it nice, and it preserves the natural quality of it without breaking down any of the fibers because there's no harsh chemicals in it. So not only does it soften it, but it also preserves your fibers and allows them to last much longer. Hi, Emelinda. It also has a little bit of lanolin in it, which is what helps to soften the fibers. I've talked about it several times on some of the blog posts about Wrapture. You can read more about it on my website, but happy to explain that to you here too, no problem. But definitely, Wrapture is amazing for softening fibers as well as washing them and washing handmade items. But I think the most important part about it long term is the fact that when you use something that's that natural and that delicate, it preserves the lifetime of your handmade items too. Instead of using something with harsh chemicals that breaks down the fibers or destroys the colors, something that's that delicate will preserve the life of your handmade items so that you can have it for much longer and enjoy it for much longer. Yes, it also smells divine too, Barbara. Yes, it does. Which reminds me, I have another product to release. I'll talk about it next week as well. I have another Wrapture product to tell you about next week. And I will schedule more podcasts for next week, but if I do them at the beach, like I said, it will be without carrying anything to the beach, so it will be, at the most, I will bring, a Create, Share, Inspire notebook. But I'm on weight restrictions from my doctor, so definitely not going to carry anything to do tutorials or anything. Christine wants to know how long to soak things in Wrapture. It depends on the size of your project, the thickness of your yarn. If you want to make sure that it's saturated, so a fine yarn may not take very long at all. It might be 5 minutes or less. But heavier yarn, let's say if you're using chunky yarn, because from your question I have no idea what you're looking to soak, I would say 20 minutes might be sufficient, maybe 25, but that's probably all you need. As long as it's absorbing the water, you just want it to get absorbed, that's all. Oh, DJ can't wait for the new TV show. Yeah, me too. I still have to figure out my wardrobe as well. So I have to do all the step outs and figure out wardrobe and get another haircut, but I've got a month, I'll be fine. And just like last year, I will try to do at least one podcast live from the green room. So if you have any questions or requests for things to see while I'm there, let me know. Really fun to do last year. I think I did one from the airport too, but I think my tripod broke last year. What happened? I had some sort of malfunction last year. There's always something that happens when you travel, right? As soon as you have moving parts, something's bound to give you a hiccup. That's okay. the better we are at life's hiccups, the more successful we are, don't you think? Gotta roll with it. Gotta learn how to roll with it. Yeah, it was fun last year, Judy. We go to Cleveland, Lucy. Yep, I'll be traveling to Cleveland. Just so strange to me. I go to the same studio that I went to tape Knitting Daily TV for all those years. It's the same producer, same director, same crew, same makeup artist. It's amazing that I get to see all of these people from all those years on the other show. I had no idea. I mean, when they said we were doing it in Cleveland, I thought, that's awfully strange. Was that a coincidence? And then when I got there, I'm like, no, not a coincidence, same crew. So it was so exciting to see them last year, and I look forward to seeing all of them again this year. Yeah, it was something. Yeah, that's so cool, Judy. Yeah, I agree. So cool. And you know, like the makeup artist, you spend a lot of time with the makeup artist, right? Sitting in her chair. And so she remembered my son. She remembered that I had a son, but to tell her that he was almost grown up she was like, oh my God. Oh, I've never seen that show, Cindy. Drew Carey and Cleveland Rocks. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I met lots of new people too. I met the whole cast of Knit and Crochet Now, many of whom I had never met in person. I had met Ron Strong in person before, but I don't think I'd met anyone else. So I think everyone else was new to me last year. But lots of great people. Love the whole cast. They're so nice. And we had a lot of fun. Well, for a work trip like this, Lucy, I will not see any of Cleveland at all. I will see the hotel, I will see the green room, and possibly a restaurant that's walking distance to the hotel. It's not very glamorous when we tape a whole season in a week. It's a lot of work, a lot of long hours, but you know, it's the way I like to do work trips. I like to make them very condensed. Oh, thanks, Judy. Yes, if you enjoy the podcast, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget that if you have really important things to share with me, to leave your comments in the recorded version of the podcast as soon as the live stream goes to recording. It stays on my YouTube channel, so you can come back and watch it again if you want, or come back and leave fixed permanent comments there, and that way I can get your feedback, whether it's a question, feedback, I don't know, anything you want to say at all, anything you want me to see. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, there is a red subscribe button down below. And if you would like to be notified for when I go live, there's a bell button next to the subscribe button. And if you click that, it will give you notifications when I go live, so you can join in the conversation, which is so awesome. And if you do that and you're still not getting the notifications, it may just be that you have to check your device, whether you watch on a phone or an iPad or whatever. And if you go to that device's settings and look up the YouTube app, you may need to turn on notifications there as well. Once you do that, you'll get a pop-up and you'll be able to join live whenever we go live, which, as you already know, is a lot of fun. Does anybody have any last-minute questions for me? I don't know, Barbara. I'm going to try for more podcasts next week. I suppose the worst thing I can do is have to cancel, but I'll try for more than one next week. I just don't want to commit to more than I think I can do right now. And if I schedule 5, I don't know if I'll be able to make it to all 5. So I don't know. We'll see how I feel over the weekend, but I'll schedule more than one next week. How's that? I mean, I'd like to get back to 5 just as much as you'd like me to get back to 5, trust me, but I don't know, I'm just doing the best I can. I'm sorry. But I'll try for 3 next week, maybe. Maybe we'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll schedule them, though. I'll schedule them like today or tomorrow so that you guys know, and I'll share that, so you'll be able to see them scheduled here. I'll share them on the Facebook group, and I'll send out an email so however people like to be notified of things like that, the information will be out there so you can schedule too. Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Dawn. Good to see you here too. All right, so let's pick. I only brought one book with me today, again, because I'm on weight restriction, so this is the most I could bring with, but let's just flip. Maybe we'll do 2 next week. We'll see. This is a good one. This is Amelia Earhart. Never interrupt someone doing what you said couldn't be done. I love that. Love that. Yeah. I have many times in my life done something gone against the grain to do things that weren't done before. And I'll tell you what, there is nothing sweeter than doing something people said couldn't be done. At least for me, that's something that's always been a fun, I don't know if you call it a goal, a fun accomplishment for me. So just remember that. If you feel passionate about something, don't listen to what other people are saying. You never know where their negativity comes from. It could come from something about them, and it may have nothing to do with you. So if your heart and your soul talk to you and tell you that you need to do something, even if it's never been done before, or even if it goes against the grain of what you've done before, and other people are telling you no, assuming it's safe and healthy and all that good stuff, all those disclaimers, just know that sometimes the naysayers aren't coming from the right place, and that's okay. They're coming from their own perspective, and maybe they're having a bad day and being grouchy, or maybe they're jealous, or maybe they're whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to do with you, and you don't have to listen to other people's advice if you don't want to. Other people's opinions and advice are there for the taking. If you would like to take them at full strength, take them with a grain of salt, or leave them by the wayside and go blaze your own trail anyway. It doesn't matter. What matters is listening to you and listening to what's inside. That's the most important part. So that's what I take from Amelia Earhart's quote. Did I read it twice? I don't know. Anyway, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I really appreciate it. And if you end up watching the recorded version, I am also very happy that you took time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me as well. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.